Hello, gem hunter. When we talk about gemstones, the first things that come to mind are rubies and diamonds. But did you know that there are dozens of gemstones that can be just as valuable? Even so, many of them aren't as popular, and it's possible you've never even heard of them. Additionally, these valuable gems might be found in your area, maybe even in your backyard. That's why you should pay close attention. In today's video, we're going to talk about the 5 most sought-after gemstones in the world, so you won't have any doubts when you come across something valuable in your region. When it comes to finding gemstones in nature, there are generally 2 essential things you need to keep in mind: the appearance of a mineral in its raw state and the signs that indicate precious gems might be present. So let's assume you want to find a ruby in nature. What are the things you should consider before you start looking? First, you need to understand the physical characteristics of these gems in their raw state, like texture and luster. For example, rubies possess luminescence, meaning that if you shine a UV light on a ruby, it will fluoresce. And that's pretty amazing, isn't it? Because of this, it's crucial to identify the characteristics of the gem you want to find. Believe me, each stone has unique qualities that couldn't fit into just one video. That's why we're focusing only on the 5 most sought-after gemstones today. If you want to dive deeper into this topic, you can check out our gemology ebook through the first link in the description. Now let's imagine you already know what a ruby looks like and its specific characteristics in its raw state. How would you go about locating one? Now we come to the most important part: indicator minerals. These are typically volcanic rocks that can appear as fragments or massive formations, sometimes stretching for kilometers. For instance, if you're looking for a diamond, you might try to locate kimberlite rocks because these rocks originate from the same place where diamonds are formed. In other words, the logic here is simple. If you want to find topaz, you need to know what type of rock forms under similar conditions. The first gemstone on our list is turquoise, one of the most fascinating and recognizable gems in the world. Its color typically ranges from sky blue to bluish green. If you hold one in your hands, you'll notice that its surface feels smooth and pleasant to the touch. The texture is usually even, but may feature small veins or web-like patterns caused by inclusions of iron or manganese oxide, depending on the stone's origin. In terms of hardness, it's relatively low, ranging between 5 and 6 on the Mohs scale. According to experienced geologists, these markings, known as a matrix, can further enhance the gem's beauty and make it unique. Additionally, turquoise has a waxy luster and is relatively opaque, giving it a distinctive appearance among gemstones. If you're searching for turquoise in nature, identifying their presence in an area can be aided by certain minerals. Turquoise typically forms in dry, arid environments and is found in veins and cavities associated with volcanic and sedimentary rocks. Minerals like limonite, iron oxides, and quartz are often found nearby, as well as chrysocolla, which shares a similar formation environment. These minerals can indicate that the soil has the ideal chemical conditions for the formation of this precious gem. Furthermore, the presence of large amounts of copper is essential, as this element gives turquoise its characteristic bluish hues. So if you find copper-rich minerals in your area, such as malachite or azurite, there's a good chance that turquoise may be hidden nearby, nestled among the layers of the terrain. The second gemstone on our list has already been mentioned and couldn't be left out, as rubies are, without a doubt, one of the most important gems in the world, not only for adorning jewelry, but also for their industrial applications. The first thing you'll notice about rubies is their striking pinkish red color, which can range from a lighter, more vibrant shade to a deep red, depending on the concentration of chromium, the element responsible for the gem's color. If you hold one in your hand, you'll notice that it's a relatively heavy stone. To the touch, the surface of a ruby is smooth and polished, with a vitreous luster that enhances its sophisticated appearance. However, if the ruby has been river-tumbled, it often has a matte finish with an irregular surface. What truly stands out, though, is its incredible toughness. With a hardness of 9 on the Mohs scale, ruby is one of the hardest natural stones, second only to diamond. This durability, combined with its beauty, makes ruby a popular choice for both jewelry and practical applications. In the industry, for instance, rubies are used in lasers, high-precision watches, and abrasive materials such as sandpaper and polishing wheels. So rubies are much more than just a beautiful gemstone. They're also a valuable tool across various sectors. To find rubies in nature, it's important to pay attention to the characteristics of the environment where they typically form. Rubies primarily originate in metamorphic rocks, such as aluminum-rich marbles, and in some igneous rocks. Minerals like spinel, feldspar, and calcite are often found nearby, indicating that the environment may have the right conditions for ruby formation. Additionally, finding chromium-associated minerals like zoisite can be a good sign. By paying close attention to these clues, you might just stumble upon a ruby hidden among the rocks or rivers in your area. But what if you spot all these signs and don't find a ruby? In that case, you might have come across a sapphire instead. After all, the only difference between a ruby and a sapphire is the color. While rubies showcase their red hue thanks to chromium, sapphires can range from deep blue to lighter shades or even unconventional colors like yellow and pink, depending on the trace elements present in the stone. Both rubies and sapphires are varieties of the same mineral, corundum, and they share the same Mohs hardness of 9, which means sapphires are also extremely durable and highly valued for both jewelry and industrial uses. So even if you don't come across the vibrant red of a ruby, finding a sapphire is far from disappointing. In fact, it's an excellent discovery, as sapphires have a market as strong as rubies and can be equally valuable depending on their quality. Therefore, when exploring areas rich in minerals like zoisite, feldspar, and other indicators, remember that the conditions favorable for ruby formation are also conducive to sapphire creation. However, when finding rubies or sapphires in nature, it's very likely that you'll come across low-quality specimens. These gems, when they lack the purity or coloration necessary for use in jewelry, are typically classified as industrial grade and are destined for technical applications. But does that mean you should get discouraged and abandon your search? Not at all. In fact, finding a lower quality gemstone can be a great sign. This holds true for any type of gemstone. If you found a low quality one, it's highly likely that the area has potential for higher quality gems. Think of it as an indicator that you're on the right path. Nature rarely reveals perfect gemstones right away, but with patience and persistence, you may end up discovering a high-quality specimen. It's all about continuing to explore and learning to recognize the right signs. The fourth gemstone on our list is the emerald, one of the most sought-after gemstones throughout history. Known for its intense green hue, which can range from a vibrant green to a lighter or slightly yellowish green, the emerald captivates with its unique color, a result of chromium and vanadium. When observing an emerald, it's common to notice small inclusions inside it, known as gardens. Far from being considered flaws, these natural marks are seen as features that make each stone unique and special. To the touch, emeralds have a smooth surface and a vitreous luster that enhances their natural beauty. However, compared to other gemstones like rubies and diamonds, emeralds are relatively fragile, with a hardness of 7.5 to 8 on the Mohs scale. This means that while they are durable, they require some care during cutting or use in jewelry to avoid cracks or damage. If you're searching for emeralds in nature, there are a few clues that can help. They typically form in metamorphic environments or hydrothermal veins, where beryllium-rich rocks like pegmatites and schists are present. Minerals such as quartz, calcite, and phlogopite often appear alongside emeralds, indicating you might be in the right spot. Additionally, the presence of chromium or vanadium in the soil is essential to give emeralds their characteristic color. So if you come across beryllium-associated minerals or notice signs of hydrothermal deposits, it's worth investigating carefully, even if the first stones you find aren't of high quality. Just like with rubies and sapphires, you might also come across the next gemstone on our list, diamonds. And if you're exploring alluvial deposits, your chances increase significantly. That's because diamonds, despite forming at extreme depths, are often brought to the surface by volcanic processes and then transported by rivers and streams, accumulating in areas where the water flow slows down, such as riverbends or valley floors. Diamonds have very distinct characteristics, known for their metallic luster that stands out even in their raw form and their incredible hardness. The highest among all natural gemstones, with a perfect 10 on the Mohs scale. Visually, rough diamonds may not appear as impressive as their polished counterparts. They often have a translucent or even opaque appearance and typically exhibit natural geometric shapes, such as the classic octahedron. Additionally, diamonds are dense, with a high specific gravity compared to other minerals. Because of this, they tend to settle at the bottom of gravel beds and in areas where heavier materials accumulate, such as pits or depressions in riverbeds. To find diamonds in nature, it's helpful to know the indicator minerals that might be present. Minerals like garnet, pyroxene, and olivine are important clues, as they often form alongside diamonds under extreme conditions and are usually associated with kimberlite pipes, the volcanic formations that transport these precious stones from the Earth's depths to the surface. When these minerals appear in alluvial deposits, it's a strong indication that you might be in a location with diamond potential. Even if the first diamond you find is small or industrial grade, that's no reason to lose motivation. As with other gemstones, finding even an imperfect specimen is a sign that the area has potential for more valuable gems. It's also possible that you may encounter garnets or distillates in the region. While these gems are not as valuable as diamonds, they still hold their worth, especially when they display vivid colors and unique characteristics. For this reason, if you come across some colorful stones, it's essential to seek the help of an experienced gemologist or at least a seasoned prospector. They can help you correctly identify your finds and even assess their potential value. However, we know that finding a qualified professional isn't always easy. That's exactly why we've compiled all the content from this channel about gemstones into one convenient place. And so the ebook Gemology Journey for Beginners was born. A complete resource that gathers everything you need to know to confidently identify gemstones. The ebook includes detailed descriptions, illustrative images, and even practical tests you can do at home without needing expensive equipment. It was designed to make knowledge accessible and to assist both beginners and enthusiasts looking to deepen their understanding of the gemstone world. And the best part? You can try the ebook for free for 7 days. If you're not satisfied, you're covered by a money-back guarantee during this period. By purchasing the ebook, not only will you gain valuable knowledge, but you'll also support this project and encourage us to continue bringing you free content. But if now isn't the right time, that's okay. In the video already appearing on your screen, you can learn even more about the world of gemstones. Thanks for like and subscription. Good luck, Gem Hunter!